Chapter 10. Tobit his father counted every day. When the days of the journey were expired, and they didn't come, he said, "Is he perchance detained? Or is Gabael perchance dead, and there is no one to give him the money?" He was very grieved, but his wife said to him, "The child has perished, seeing he waits long." She began to mourn him, and said, "I care about nothing, my child, since I have let you go, the light of my eyes." Tobit said to her, "Hold your peace. Don't worry, he is in good health." And she said to him, "Hold your peace. Don't deceive me. My child has perished." And she went out every day into the way by which they went, and ate no bread in the daytime, and didn't stop mourning her son Tobias for whole nights, until the 14 days of the wedding feast were expired, which Raguel had sworn that he should spend there. Then Tobias said to Raguel, "Send me away, for my father and mother look no more to see me." But his father-in-law said to him, "Stay with me, and I will send to your father, and they will declare to him how things go with you." Tobias said, "No, send me away to my father." Raguel arose and gave him Sarah his wife, and half his goods, servants and cattle and money. And he blessed them, and sent them away, saying, "The God of heaven will prosper you, my children, before I die." And he said to his daughter, "Honor your father-in-law and your mother-in-law. They are now your parents. Let me hear a good report of you." Then he kissed her. Edna said to Tobias, "May the Lord of heaven restore you, dear brother, and grant to me that I may see your children of my daughter Sarah, that I may rejoice before the Lord. Behold, I commit my daughter to you in special trust. Don't cause her grief." Chapter 11. After these things, Tobias also went his way, blessing God because he had prospered his journey. And he blessed Raguel and Edna his wife. Then he went on his way until they drew near to Nineveh. Raphael said to Tobias, "Don't you know, brother, how you left your father? Let's run forward before your wife and prepare the house, but take in your hand the bile of the fish." So they went their way, and the dog went after them. Anna sat looking around toward the path for her son. She saw him coming, and said to his father, "Behold, your son is coming with the man that went with him." Raphael said, "I know, Tobias, that your father will open his eyes. Therefore anoint his eyes with the bile, and being pricked with it, he will rub and will make the white films fall away. Then he will see you." Anna ran to him and fell upon the neck of her son and said to him, "I have seen you, my child. I am ready to die." They wept both. Tobit went toward the door and stumbled, but his son ran to him and took hold of his father. He rubbed the bile on his father's eyes, saying, "Cheer up, my father." When his eyes began to hurt, he rubbed them. Then the white films peeled away from the corners of his eyes, and he saw his son and fell upon his neck. He wept and said, "Blessed are you, O God, and blessed is your name forever. Blessed are all your holy angels, for you scourged and had mercy on me. Behold, I see my son Tobias." And his son went in rejoicing, and told his father the great things that had happened to him in Media. Tobit went out to meet his daughter-in-law at the gate of Nineveh, rejoicing and blessing God. Those who saw him go marveled, because he had received his sight. Tobit gave thanks before them, because God had shown mercy on him. When Tobit came near to Sarah, his daughter-in-law, he blessed her, saying, "Welcome, daughter. Blessed is God who has brought you to us, and blessed are your father and your mother." and there was joy among all his kindred who were at Nineveh. Achiacharus and Naspus his brother's son came. Tobias' wedding feast was kept 7 days with great gladness. Chapter 12. And Tobit called his son Tobias, and said to him, See, my child, that the man which went with you have his wages, and you must give him more. And he said to him, Father, it is no harm to me to give him the half of those things which I have brought, for he has led me for you in safety, and he cured my wife, and brought my money, and likewise cured you. The old man said, It is due to him. And he called the angel, and said to him, Take half of all that you have brought. Then he called them both privately, and said to them, Bless God, and give him thanks, and magnify him, and give him thanks in the sight of all that live, for the things which he has done with you. It is good to bless God and exalt his name, showing out with honor the works of God. Don't be slack to give him thanks. It is good to keep close the secret of a king, but to reveal gloriously the works of God. Do good, and evil won't find you. Good is prayer with fasting, alms, and righteousness. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. Alms delivers from death, and it purges away all sin. Those who give alms and do righteousness will be filled with life. But those who sin are enemies to their own life. Surely I will keep nothing closed from you. I have said, it is good to keep close the secret of a king, but to reveal gloriously the works of God. And now, when you prayed, and Sarah your daughter-in-law, I brought the memorial of your prayer before the Holy One. When you buried the dead, I was with you likewise. And when you didn't delay to rise up and leave your dinner, that you might go and cover the dead, your good deed was not hidden from me. I was with you. And now God sent me to heal you and Sarah your daughter-in-law. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints, and go in before the glory of the Holy One. And they were both troubled, and fell upon their faces, for they were afraid. And he said to them, Don't be afraid. You will all have peace, but bless God forever. For I came not of any favor of my own, but by the will of your God. Therefore bless him forever. All these days I appeared to you, I didn't eat or drink, but you all saw a vision. Now give God thanks, because I ascend to him that sent me. Write in a book all the things which have been done. Then they rose up and saw him no more. They confessed the great and wonderful works of God, and how the angel of the Lord had appeared to them.